Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Lost Soul 79. Hey, if y'all could do me a favor and hit that subscribe button if y'all haven't, and hit the like button. Now into the video. Today's video is going to be about Dawson State Jail. It's a facility that I was at when I was in prison, and it's a facility that got since then closed down for the lack of medical treatment that they were giving their inmates. This lady named Autumn, she was an inmate there. She had went there for 24 months, and she was there for drug possession and I believe a probation violation. When she got there, everything is normal. It's just a normal prison. You get in, you go through intake first, and that's usually at another prison. So she was at another prison, and then they shipped her to Dawson. But at the first prison, when you go through intake, you usually have, to see a doctor, you see a dentist, you take a pregnancy test, you do your DNA, all that stuff. Well, somehow it slipped through the cracks that she was pregnant. So when she got to Dawson State Jail, she did not know that she was pregnant. So she went in and she was doing her time like everybody else, minding her own business, because Dawson State Jail is ghetto. It is a horrible place, horrible. Well, she was there doing her time, and she knew something wasn't right. She wasn't having her menstrual periods. It was off. So then one day, her stomach started cramping real bad. So she asked the CO if maybe they could call the doctor for her and see if she can go down to medical. Because when you're in prison, you have to put in a sick call. And then they get to decide if you are sick enough to see the doctor or not. Okay, well, I guess they didn't think that she was sick enough, and she knew something was wrong with her. She knew. She wasn't getting no bigger, so she didn't know that she was pregnant at the time. Well, her stomach was cramping and bloating, and they told her, the COs gave her some pads, put her in her own little cell, and told her that she needed to use the bathroom. That's what they told her. Instead of taking her to medical to make sure that she was okay, not knowing what was wrong with the lady at all. At all. They had no clue. Well, they told her to go sit on the toilet and make sure that she didn't have to use the bathroom. So she sat there for a little bit as I'm reading about it, and her stomach started cramping real bad. So she sat on the toilet. And as soon as she sat on the toilet, she pushed a little bit and the baby came out. So she gave birth to a baby at 26 weeks pregnant inside the toilet at Dawson State Jail. Now, when she called the guards for help, she's screaming. She probably didn't have much energy, because after you give birth to a baby, it's kind of hard. And she's yelling and hollering. And I don't know if you've ever been to prison, you know how thick the doors are, and it does echo, but they were just ignoring her. It took them 15 minutes to get to the cell. And when they finally did get to the cell, they were recording everything. Like, I know it's normal procedure to record if there is a fight or a riot or any such thing like that, but a lady giving birth to a baby, I don't think that's appropriate to record. So the guards finally get there, recording everything, getting her up, picking the baby up. The baby's laying there just helpless, probably didn't even have a blanket to cover up with, because Dawson gives you like one wool thing. And I believe she was put on suicide watch because she was causing such a ruckus. So they proceed to handcuff her, shackle her, take the baby away from her. They took the baby away from her. The baby, you can imagine, 26 weeks along, so the baby's, tiny. So they take the baby to the hospital. They take her to the hospital in shackles and handcuffs. She got to stay at the hospital for the 4 days that the baby was there, and the baby did not make it. The baby died at the hospital 4 days old. And that's only one story. There have been many reports of many people dying that they thought they were going in to do their little 6 months to 24 months, and they never made it home. I know another lady had pneumonia, and she died of pneumonia because of no medical treatment. And all these women that have died, and it could have been prevented. It could have been prevented with medical treatment. I'm not understanding. They closed the jail down, but CCA has plenty of other facilities that they run. So if it's going to happen at this one, then I'm sure it can happen at another one. So, I just wanted to get y'all a little story in there about what kind of prison Dawson State Jail was. It was not good. It was very, very ghetto. It was unbelievable. I mean, you would go into, I went in there, and once I got there, I was put in a J4 status, and that's for people that try to escape, and I had never been in trouble before in my life, and they shoved me into the 10th floor with these bad people. I was scared. It was my first time. So they had me on the 10th floor, and then they finally took me down to the 8th floor. But, it's just a horrible experience altogether. I feel so sorry for this lady. I know she sued CCA, but that don't give her baby back to her. That don't make what they did right. Yeah, she might be rich for the rest of her life, but she's still missing that baby. That baby's gone. That baby will never come back. That baby's an angel. And I think that the guards or someone should have been a little bit more, something should have happened to them more than just getting sued. That's someone's life, many people's life. 7 different people died in Dawson State Jail. And it's crazy. It really is. It's crazy how people treat other people. Just because we mess up, we own up to our mistakes, and we're serving our time. That don't mean that we have to be treated like animals and dogs. And I don't even treat my dogs that way. It's sad. But I just want. That's my story for today, and I want to thank y'all for watching and y'all's support to the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank y'all, and have a happy new year.